In this video, we're going to be going over the huge market crash happening right now in NBA 2K23 Myteam. As yesterday, we did get some amazing new packs in this 16-bit promo. You guys can see we got Dark Matter LaMelo Ball and Dark Matter Kristaps, who in my opinion are two of the best cards at their position. I think LaMelo's the new best point guard, and I think Kristaps is the new best power forward, or maybe center as well. Not exactly sure if he's better than a guy like Yao, probably not, but Kristaps and LaMelo Ball so good at their respective position. Obviously, I think LaMelo is probably the best point guard, and Kristaps so elite as a big man for being a Dark Matter. And then Opals might have actually been one of the best things about this set. Obviously, the Dark Matters are really cool, and that's going to cause the market to crash a lot with these new Dark Matters, but I think these Opals had a huge effect on the market as well. We look at Opal Rudy Gay, one of the new best small forwards in the game. We got Jonathan Isaac, who I think is easily a top 5 small forward and a really good value card for how much he goes for. MPJ, another really good small forward. I wish there was maybe some more point guards and some more centers for the Opal tier. Like, we got 3 amazing small forwards that are kind of all on the same level. Like, it's not like, you know, Jonathan Isaac's way better than Rudy Gay. I do think he is better than Rudy Gay, but not by like a crazy margin. I wish we maybe got like a Rudy Gay type, you know, skill level or level of like card, and then maybe at the point guard position, and then instead of MPJ at small forward, we had like a really good power forward or center. I know MPJ can play the 4, but I'm talking about an actual power forward, like maybe Opal Hakeem instead of MPJ, and then maybe like Opal Oscar Robinson instead of Rudy Gay. In my opinion, that would have been a little bit better for the drop, but overall, still some amazing small forward cards. And then the man that I think caused one of the biggest market crash with power forwards is this Pink Diamond Dino Raja. I'll talk about that more in a second with the power forwards and centers, but he is so nice at the power forward or center position. I think he's top 5 at both those spots. I think he's a top 5 power forward and a top 5 center as well. I mean, Anthony Simons is decent. I mean, Mark Eaton could be like kind of a Yao stopper, but really isn't that great of a center with only a 25 3 ball. But all around, I do think this is one of the better content drops we've had in a while. I think it's obviously better than New Edition. Radiant, I think it is better than, because the two Opals, or sorry, the two Dark Matters are kind of on the same level as T-Mac and D-Rob. I think T-Mac and D-Rob might be a little bit better than Kristaps and LaMelo, but then the Opals and the new 16-bit promo are way better than the Radiant Opals. And then obviously if you go back to season 4, it may not be on the same level as All-Star just because it was the All-Star weekend, and obviously these cards are really crazy expensive and obviously just really cool like they did for the All-Star weekend. But I think other than that, it might be one of the best content drops we've seen this entire year. I mean, if we quickly look at the prices, you guys can see Kristaps is easily going for about 700,000+ MT. I've seen this card consistently go for about 750 to 800,000 MT. We look at Dark Matter LaMelo, same thing for him. Base LaMelo Ball is at least 750k, maybe even 800,000, and I'm recording this at like I think 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern time, so like that's like what, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours after the first cards did end. So I mean, these cards are still super expensive, and it does make sense because they are, like I said, some of the best cards at their position. We look at Rudy Gay. I do believe he's around 50,000 MT. He might be a little bit more actually, because he's actually a very underrated small forward, but I do think he's around that 50,000 MT mark. We look at Jonathan Isaac, who, like I said, is one of the best value cards in the game. I believe he's around 80,000 MT, but I think a lot of these cards went down in price, and then now have kind of shot back up because people have realized how good they are, like how good of a card they really are. Is Jonathan Isaac not a buyout anymore? Last time I checked, he was about 80,000 MT. Has he gone up in price? Okay, it looks like he's still a buy now, but he might have gone back up in price. But the card I do want to talk about the most is probably going to be Dino Raja out of the new content drop. So I actually bought him for 43,000 MT when he did first drop, and now you can see I think he's gone back up in price to at least 60,000, maybe even 70,000 MT. So even the Pink Diamond in this set is going for a lot. All 3 Opals, MPJ, Rudy Gay, Jonathan Isaac, super expensive. So a lot of these cards are going for a lot of MT, and overall I think the market has dropped a decent amount. If we look at Pascal Siakam, just quickly talking about some Opal cards, kind of comparing him to like the MPJs, the Rudy Gays, and the Jonathan Isaac, I've seen Siakam's go for now 20,000, maybe even a little bit below 20k, where, you know, the past week or two, this card's been like, since he dropped, he's been at least like 30,000 MT, but now I've seen him go for about 20,000 MT. So this card has obviously dropped a lot. Obviously all the Opals like Mikal Bridges have dropped a little bit in price, you know, Allen Iverson, but the main cards that I do want to talk about are going to be the Dark Matters. I mean, we can see right here, this is actually the perfect timing to look at this. There's 40 seconds left on a Dark Matter David Robinson, 1 extra Hall of Fame badge, but doesn't matter too much. That's most likely going to end for under 400,000 MT. I bought Dark Matter G-Rob, I believe on Tuesday or Wednesday for 550,000 MT. So if you guys don't believe me that some of these cards are dropping a lot, this is the perfect example, especially with that Dark Matter Kristaps did drop. So that's the reason why David Robinson is going down in price. So I lost a lot of MT because I went against my rules. I bought at the worst time possible, Tuesday and Wednesday, because that's usually when the market's the highest. And I bought because I really wanted D-Rob and I wanted to use his card, but that wasn't a good decision. I should have waited till now. I could have bought him for about 400,000 MT. You guys can see 360,000 MT with how many seconds left? 400,000. You can see right there, 410,000 MT for a Dark Matter David Robinson, who's still probably the best power forward in the game and the third or second best center, which is crazy for how much MT he was going for just on Tuesday or Wednesday. Now, I will say Tracy McGrady has completely held his price, and that's 100% what I expected. I did not think T-Mac was going to move price at all unless we got a crazy good shooting guard, and we didn't. The Dark Matters we got were a point guard, LaMelo Ball, and a power forward and center in Kristaps. So T-Mac is obviously going to hold his price. I did expect that, and obviously, like I said, he did hold his price. But talking about some other opals and Dark Matters, we look at D-Wade. He's gone down a little bit in price. He was like 500,000 MT on Tuesday for like the entire day, but he's definitely gone down in price. I mean, if we just look at most of the Dark Matters and opals, just overall, the market is a lot lower than it normally is. I will say, I think Giannis has surprisingly actually gone back up in price. LeBron, though, has gone down a crazy amount, and that's because Jonathan Isaac, you can make an argument, is actually better than this Dark Matter LeBron, but we can see a 44 Hall of Fame badge LeBron is only going for 400,000 MT. That is 14 extra Hall of Fame badges on a card that's only going to go for 400,000. A week ago, like a week after he dropped, he was still upwards in the 550,000 MT, and I've been seeing him for about 450, MT, 400 to 450,000 MT for his base version, and that is a 44 Hall of Fame badge one, only going for 400,000 MT. Another card that dropped in price is Nikola Jokic. He was about 150 to 175 this kind of past Tuesday and Wednesday, because I was kind of looking to selling him during the week, but I ended up keeping him. Probably should have sold him, because now you guys can see he's going to be ending for about 120 to maybe 130,000 MT. I'm sure you can get this card on a bid snipe. You guys can see right here for 120,000. You could probably actually get him for a little bit cheaper, maybe 110, maybe even 100,000 MT if you do get lucky. So if you guys want to be if you want to be buying some cards right now, I do think right now is going to be a great time to do so. When you guys are watching this video, it will be like Saturday at like 2 or 3 p.m. Eastern, so will still be a very decent time to be buying cards, but just beware that I do think Saturday night and Sunday, the market will start rising back up a decent amount, but right now I still think is a great time to be buying cards. Like I said, though, if you guys want to end up selling and you want to hold on to some cards, I would probably recommend waiting until at least Sunday or Monday, when the market should rise back up a decent amount. But for right now, the market has crashed a decent amount with all of these new good cards coming in the game and the 16-bit promo. One of the best content drops, in my opinion, we've gotten this entire year, which is how many good budget cards, how many good mid-tier level cards like Rudy Gay, MPJ, and then how many good Dark Matters, LaMelo Ball and Kristaps. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about the market right now, and let me know what cards you guys are trying to buy and sell currently on the market. But hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.